Hey guys, it's Bear. It's Friday, June 5th, 2015, and this is my video for Life of T-Men this week. This week's topic is dysphoria. By the way, I hope the light coming through this window isn't going to screw up with the video quality, because I have like 10 minutes to record this and get out the door, so sorry if the video quality's not real great. But anyway, so, dysphoria. I actually did a lengthy video on this topic last week for my personal channel, but it was more about something that had happened to me personally that triggered my dysphoria. And so I talked a little bit about how dysphoria is similar to like anxiety and PTSD in that it can be like triggered, and how to support a trans person or anybody that's saying that they have any of those kind of triggers and stuff. So I'll put a link in the description of this video for my personal video that goes a little bit more into depth about dysphoria. But for this channel and this video, I thought about it all week, and I was like, you know, should I just link the other video or what? I don't want to do that too often, and so I thought it would be important to just go a little bit more into defining what dysphoria is for this video this week. So I've got it written down. I looked it up and kind of took a couple definitions and put them together. But dysphoria is a profound state of unease or generalized dissatisfaction with life. May accompany depression, anxiety, or agitation. In cases of gender dysphoria, it can also mean someone is not comfortable in their body. Common reactions are indifference or emotional distress, and it is the opposite of euphoria. So, dys being the opposite of you know, like dystopian and utopian and stuff. So, so just in the interest of defining dysphoria, you know, my experience is that dysphoria can be both physical and or kind of mental or emotional. Physical in just, you know, being uncomfortable with your body. Gender dysphoria, you know, I identify as male, but I was born, you know, with female body, a female body and female, you know, genitals and everything. So I don't have really bad bottom dysphoria. I have like penis envy, and there's ways around that. There's packing, there's strap-ons, you know. I have really horrible top, you know, chest dysphoria. You know, I've always been that way. I've always hated my chest. I never knew how to dress when I identified as female. It was constantly a source of aggravation, you know, going clothes shopping and finding something you thought looked good, and then you put it on and it's cut really low, you know. And now, you know, living as male and having come out as transgender, you know, I'm binding, but there's still days when you put a binder on and, you know, there's still tissue there, and you put a shirt on and you can still see your chest, and you put another shirt on and you can still see your chest. And like, for instance, right now I'm wearing my 997 binder because my other one's in the wash, and, you know, I'm not going to change my shirt, you know, I'm not going to let it be crippling dysphoria, but I feel slightly uncomfortable, even though, you know, in the mirror I checked, my chest looks flat. I can look down and I can see, you know, the little bulge of, you know, the fact that my breasts are still there. So that's kind of like my physical dysphoria, you know. My top surgery is in 4 days. It's on Tuesday the 9th, and I'm just unbelievably excited and really, really nervous about that. But yeah, I mean, dysphoria to the point that you'll have an operation and spend money and time and go through, you know, quite a bit of discomfort and pain just to be able to like go through life feeling comfortable in your body. That's dysphoria. That's how it manifests in a physical way, and most specifically for me. It can also manifest in an emotional way, and that's where I think it gets to be closer to like an anxiety disorder, because there are just things out in the world that will make you feel a certain way, you know, and make you feel, you know, it's really hard to nail down. They'll make you feel like your birth gender, you know, or your assigned gender, you'll hear us say a lot, or they'll make you just feel uncomfortable with like how somebody's looking at you, you know, and that's where dysphoria becomes more emotional. It's how you're kind of functioning, you know, and interacting with the world and other people, and that's harder to describe. You know, you'll see something like sexist, or you'll hear something sexist, and it'll bother you because it reminds you of, you know, the last however many years of your life where you identified in a confused manner, you know, and were uncomfortable. So dysphoria is confusing, you know, it can be quite crippling. I know that there have been times that it's made me late because I'm changing my shirt over and over and over again. I know that for other trans people it's even worse, and they will not be able to leave their house because of their dysphoria, and they'll turn to, you know, self-harm, and it can lead to, you know, suicide depending on what you're going through and what's triggering your dysphoria, you know, and the fact that you maybe can't get away from it, or you have other, you know, tendencies that lead you to thinking that that's the right answer. And yeah, that's some thoughts on trying to define dysphoria for people that don't have it. Like I said, my top surgery is on Tuesday, so I don't know if I'll be able to do a video next week for you guys, but I'm going to do my best to get to my video next Friday. And that's Life of T-Men for this week. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you soon.